Okay, so good afternoon everyone. So today's lesson is all about gross earnings and net earnings. Okay, so when we say gross earning, so it is the total amount that people earn for performing a specific job during a specific period. Okay, so that is gross earning. While net earnings is the resulting amount after the deductions have been applied on the gross earning. So when we say deductions, it could be the SSS, could be the Pag-ibig, could be the loans, okay? What else? PhilHealth, yan. So those are some examples of deductions. So kapag na-deduct na yung mga yun, ang tawag doon sa natira is the net earning, okay? So let's compute the monthly gross income. Yan. So the problem says, as a sales agent, Amnong earns a basic monthly salary of 22,000 plus a 12% commission on his total monthly sales. His total sales in a particular month was 30,000. So in the same month, Amlong worked during 2 holidays. Okay, so 2 days of holidays. So his employer entitles an employee twice the daily rate if the employee works during a holiday. So how much was the total amount of his gross earning then? So assume that there are 22 working days that month. So as you can see on the problem, the monthly salary of Amlong is 22,000. Okay? So monthly salary of 22,000 plus he also have 12% commission dun sa kanyang total sales, which is ang kanyang total sales was 30,000. Okay? So in that same month, meron siyang pinasok na 2 holidays. At ang sabi ng employer niya, entitled ang employee na kada isang holiday, converted yun ng twice ng daily rate nila. Okay? So, i-assume natin na there are 22 working days in that month. Okay? So, first, we need to identify the daily rate of Amlong. How we are going to identify by just looking on the monthly salary. So, ano kaya ang pwede natin gawin? We are going to divide the monthly salary, okay? So, 22,000 divided by 22. Why 22? Kasi yung assume 22 working days that month. So, we all know that 22 divided by 22,000 is 1,000 pesos. So, it means 1,000 per day yung rate ni lagyan natin dito, daily, yan, per day ni Amlong. So, ibig sabihin, 1,000 per day. Okay? So, alam mo na, ang kada isang araw niya ay 1,000. Nakuha po. So, ibig sabihin, kung 22 working days, so, meron kang 22 working days. Okay, yung 22 working days ay composed ng holidays at saka ng regular day. Yung regular day and holiday. And ayon sa problem, may 2 days na holidays dun sa 22 days. And ang regular day, kung 22 yan, minus 2 is 20 na lang. 20 days. Okay po? Okay. Now, let's compute his monthly or his gross earning. Okay. So, ibig sabihin, yan, lagyan natin dito gross earning or total earning. Okay. So, ibig sabihin, sa 20 days, so, meron siyang 20 days na regular day times 1,000. Bakit 1,000? Kasi 1,000 per day siya. Plus, 2 days, which is yung holiday. Yan, meron siyang 2 days na holiday. Tapos sabi yan, dodoblehin. So, ibig sabihin, sa isang araw, ang bayad sa kanya ay 2,000. Nakukuha po? Yan. So, meron siyang okay, so double. So, ibig sabihin 2,000. So, magiging 4,000. Nakukuha po. So, plus 4,000. 4,000. Again, bakit naging 4,000 ito? Ito yung 2 days na holiday. Tapos, sabi dyan, sa problem, twice the daily rate. Ang daily rate niya ay 1,000. So, twice. So, magiging 2,000 because of twice. Okay, twice the daily rate. Nakuha po plus yung kanyang commission dun sa kanyang total sales. Ano ba yung total sales niya? 30,000. So, meron siyang 12%. So, 30,000 times 0.12. The answer is 3,600. So, let us check. So, 30,000 times 0.12. Okay, 3,600. So, plus 3,600. Okay po. So, let's add them. So, we have 20 days times 1,000. So, we have 20,000 plus 4,000 plus 3,600. Okay, so plus 4,000 plus 3,600. So, ibig sabihin ng kanyang total earning or gross earning is 27,600 pesos. So, ito yung kanyang total amount of his gross earning. Okay. Next problem. Yan. Suppose you have a monthly salary of 12,000 as an employee. During your free time, you also do typing jobs in which you earn approximately 1,000 in a month. Aside from that, you also have 4 rooms that you rent out to tenants at monthly fee of 1,500 for each room. Determine your monthly gross income. Okay, so I will write here, you have your monthly salary, which is 12,000. Okay, and meron kang monthly salary na 12,000 and you have typing jobs, which is 1,000 monthly. Okay, so per month. Okay, so this is I will write typing job. Yeah. Typing job per month, which is 1,000. Okay, and aside from that, you also have 4 rooms that you rent out for tenants. So you have 4 rooms that you rent out. Okay, so 4 rooms, kada 4 rooms, 1,500 ang singil mo. So you have to multiply 4 to 1,500 para makuha mo yung total total monthly fee ng 4 rooms. So the answer is 1,500 times 4 is 6,000. Okay? Dun sa rental, dun sa pinaparenta mo, meron ka ng 6,000. Okay. Let's add them together. We have 12,000 plus 1,000 plus 6,000. So you have, okay, you have 19,000 pesos. Okay, let us check. So 4 times 1,500, we have 6,000. Okay, let's add them together. We have 12,000 plus 1,000 plus 6,000. So we have 19,000 pesos. So this is his monthly gross earning. And earnings. Okay, let's have number 3. Okay. So Pilong is an area manager in J&S Mart. He received monthly salary of 25,000. Okay, he also owns a bond that has a face value of 200,000 and that earns an annual simple interest rate of 6%. How much his gross earnings in year? Okay, so sabi dyan, monthly salary ni Pilong, okay, I will write here, is 25,000. Okay? Ibig sabihin, kung sa isang taon, so times 12, okay? So let's get the product. So 25,000 times 12, we have 300,000. Okay? This is yung monthly salary nyo from January to December is 300,000. Let me write this again. Rewrite this. Okay, now, meron siyang bond that has a face value of 200,000 at kumikita siya doon ng annual simple interest rate. Okay, now, we are going to get the simple interest of that bond. So, we have interest which is denoted by I, where simple interest is equal to P, RT. We have the principal, the rate, and the time. Okay, the principal amount is 200,000. Our rate is 6%, which is also equal to 0.06 if we convert it into decimal. And our time is annual, so 1 year. Let's get the product. So 200,000 times 0.06 times 1, the answer is 12,000. So, meron siyang annual interest na 12,000. So, ibig sabihin plus 12,000. So, ang kanyang total earning is 312,000. Okay? So, this is his total earning. Okay? Next. So, net earnings. So, when we are going to get the net earnings, so it is denoted by big letter N. Okay? Where G is the gross earning, which is denoted by big letter G, and D, which is denoted by small letter D, it is called a legal deductions. Okay, so again, we're going to get the net earnings, where our net earnings, okay, let me rewrite. Our net earnings is equal to G minus D. D is the legal deduction. What are those? Ayun yung mga pag-ibig. Wait lang, let me write. Deduction. Okay? So, G, ayun yung kanyang gross earnings or income. Okay? And, of course, N, denoted by net earning. Okay. Let's have calculating the net earnings. So, an employee has a monthly salary of 10,000. His legal deduction are the following. So, we have 336, which is from the SSS premium. So, he also has 125 for the PhilHealth. Also, he have 200 for the Pag-ibig. Okay, and 500 pesos for the income tax. Okay, let's get the total. We have 1,188 pesos. Okay, ito yung kanyang total deduction. Deduction. Okay. Now, ang kanyang monthly salary is 10,000. Para makuha si net earning, we have to subtract the gross earning, which is yung monthly salary niya na 10,000, minus the total deduction, yung legal deduction niya, which is denoted by small letter D. So, that is 1,188. Okay, so, if we get the answer of that, we have 8,812 pesos. Okay, so ito na lang ito na lang natira sa pera niya. Ito na yung kanyang net earning. Okay, again, pag sinabi nating net earning, ito na yung perang natira sa'yo pagtas ng deduction. Okay, it is the resulting amount after the deduction have been applied on the gross earning. Okay, next. Yan. So here, Pilong works a call center agent. After his employer deducts 726 for the SSS, so 726 for the SSS premium. 250 for the PhilHealth, and 400 pesos for the Pag-ibig, and 1,000 for the income tax. So, ang laki ng kanyang tax. Okay. So, let's get the total. We have 2,376. Ito yung kanyang total. Total ng legal deduction niya. Okay? So, ang sabi dyan, he received an amount of 17,624 as net earnings. Okay? So, meron na tayong, di ba, ang net earning natin is G minus D. So, meron na siyang net earnings ang 7,624 pesos. Okay? How much is monthly gross earnings? So, ang hinahanap natin is yung monthly gross. So, alam natin na ang kanyang deduction ay 2,376. So, we're just going to transpose that to the left side. So, magiging positive, so equals to gross. Wait lang, class. Alimutan ko ang copyhin yung 2,376 is equal to the, align natin, class. Align natin. So, we have 17,624 plus 2,376 is equal to gross earning. So, if we add them, the answer is 20,000. Okay, so ibig sabihin, ito yung kanyang kinikita. This is the gross earning. Ito yung wala pang deduction. Okay, monthly gross earning. Okay, next. Let's have a problem solving. The bank teller, the annual salary is 238,200 pesos. Okay, what are the total benefits and the rate benefits? So, we are asked to find the total and the rate of benefits. Okay, for us to get the total, we're just going to add this. Okay, so the answer is 6,500 plus 1,500 plus 1,500 plus 3,000 plus 8,700 plus 60,000. The answer is 81,200. So, this is the total benefits. Okay, now we're going to get the rate of benefits. How we are going to get the rate of benefits? Okay, we're just going to get, okay, the total benefits, the quotient of the total benefits, and the annual gross, mali spelling. Okay, gross income. Okay, total, let me rewrite this. Total benefits. Okay, so we have 81,200 divided by 238,200 pesos. Then, dahil rate yung kinukuha natin, we're going to multiply this into 100. Okay, so therefore, our answer is 34 point, let me check, 81,200 divided by 238,200. So, nakuha natin, pag dinivide, kinuha mo natin yung quotient, is 0.34. Okay. Yan, ni-round off ko na into 2 decimal. Then, we're going to multiply it to 100. So, we're going to get 34. Okay, 0, 8. Kompletuhin na natin. 8, 9, 30, and 84. Yan. Times 100. You will get 34.089000084. Then round off into 2 decimal places. So we have 0.9%. So itong kanyang rate of benefits. Okay, next. Some of the common benefits sponsored by the company. So, we have Brilliant Leave, Birthday Leave, Car Plan, Christmas Gift, Family Day Leave, Hospitalization Insurance, Life and Accident Insurance, Living Allowance, Meal Allowance, Medical Benefits, Night shift differential or night differential, per diem, perfect attendance, performance bonus, prescription drug allowance. Yan. So, yung mga panagkakasakit ka class. So, ayun. Pwede mong i-reimburse. Okay? Rest the official business, retirement plan, salary loan, scholarship program, signing bonus, special leave, transportation allowance, uniform allowance, and wellness program. Yan. So, ito lang yung mga common benefits sponsored by a certain company. Hindi lahat ng company kayang ibigay ito class. Okay, mapalad na lang tayo kung mapunta tayo sa company na kaya niyang mabigay lahat ng nandiyan. Okay? Next, we're going to monthly contribution. So, SSS PhilHealth Pag-ibig. Okay? So, number 1. Suppose Mr. Mark Gonzalez has a basic salary of 13,000. So, we are going to determine his monthly contribution of the SSS, of the PhilHealth, and of the Pag-ibig. Okay? So, here, first, let's determine muna yung kanyang SSS. His lang class, his, ibig sabihin siya lang. Okay? Ang kanyang monthly salary ay 13,000. Okay? Ito yung ating table. So, tingin tayo dun sa range of compensation. So, hanapin natin kung saan papasok dyan yung 13,000. So, as you can see, meron tayong dalawang pagpipilian. Okay? So, we have... Okay, balik tayo dun, class. 13,000. Okay? Monthly. Yan. So, tingin tayo dun sa 13,000. Saan dyan papasok ang 13,000? Okay, dito class. Yung sa may 12,000. Dito class, ito. Okay. So, ang dalawa lang ang titingnan natin, yung ER, tsaka yung EE. Pag sinabing ER, ito yung employer contribution. Okay? Pag sinabi nating EE, employee. Okay? Employee contribution. So, ibig sabihin nagko-contribute din yung SSS. Okay? So, again, tingnan nyo muna pong maigi. Kung tama ba tayo na nandyan tayo sa range na yan. Okay. Nasa 12,750. So, ang nakita nyo dyan, class, ito. Ito yung employer contribution, ito yung employee contribution. So, ibig sabihin, ang hinulog niya is 472.30. So, balik tayo doon. Ang hinulog niya is 472.30. Tama po ba? 0.30. Yun ang hinahulog niya sa SSS. Okay po, ang range natin ay 13,000. So, punta naman tayo sa Pag-ibig. So, kapag PhilHealth muna tayo. Kapag PhilHealth, 13,000, nasaan dyan ang kanyang sahod ng 13? Nandito sa number 7. So, we have to, to column. We have for the employee share and we have for the employer share. Kung sa employee, 162.50. Okay, so, ang hinulog ng Mr. Gonzalez is 162.50 sa PhilHealth. Okay po, next, Pag-ibig. Basta class ang natin, titignan natin yung sahod nila. Kung saan sila nag-range. Pag Pag-ibig, 5,000 and above, 100 ang iuhulog ng employer at ng employee. Okay? So, ito ay 100. Okay? Yan. So, hindi tayo nagko-compute dyan, class. Tingin lang tayo sa table. Okay, let's have number 2. Ang kanyang sahod, class, is nasa 30,000. Okay, so ulit, hahanapin natin ulit yung SSS, yung PhilHealth, at yung Pag-ibig. Okay, pag PhilHealth, sabi dyan, including the employer share. So, ibig sabihin, dalawa. Nakukuha? O, tingin tayo. So, 30,000. Ang 30,000 nandito na. Over. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung employer share, ito yung employee share. Tapos, ito yung total ng share nila. Nakukuha? So, ibig sabihin, yung employer share ay 1,178 plus yung employee, so ito yung ER, ito yung EE. So, employee share ay may 581.30. So, meron siyang total of 1,007. Lagyan natin ng peso sign. Meron siyang total, may 581.30. Ayun yung EE. So, meron siyang total of 1,760 na hinuhulog monthly. Okay, ito yung total. Okay, next. Let's proceed to PhilHealth. Sa PhilHealth, 30,000. Ito yung number 24. Ito yung employee share. Ito yung employer share. 375, total of 750. Okay, so 375 plus 375. So, total of 700 pesos. Kapag Pag-ibig naman, di ba ang Pag-ibig, pag 5,000 above, 100 na. So, ibig sabihin ito 100, tapos ito rin ay 100. So, total of 200. Yan. So, ayan yung kanilang total na binabayaran. Okay, next. Yan dito, 'di ba? Pag above 5,000 yan, 100 na. Okay? So napansin niyo din, balik lang tayo doon. Napansin niyo yung employer share, employee share. Okay? Next. Paano kapag ang kanyang monthly salary ay nasa 17,830? Listan ulit natin. SSS, PhilHealth. Sabi niya na, including employer share. So, Pag-ibig. So, we have ER, EE. Okay, yung ER, ayun yung employer. Yung EE, ayun yung sa employee. Tapos, let's get the total. Okay, 17,830 dito sa Pag-ibig. So, over. So, same ulit. Ito. And this. Okay? Employer muna. Tapos, employee. Okay? Balik tayo doon. Let's rewrite. So, we have 1,178.70 plus 581.30. So, the total of 1,760 pesos. So, sa PhilHealth naman, tingin tayo, 17,830, nasaan yun? Nandito sa number 11 sa salary bracket. So, ang employee mo ay 212.50. Ikaw din, 200.12.50. O, balik tayo doon. 212.50 sa employee, 212.50. Total of 425. So, again, Pag-ibig, pag more than 5,000 na, automatic, ayun ay 100 pesos. Total of 200 pesos. Okay? Yan. O, tingnan nyo dito, class. Okay na tayo dun, ha? Balikan lang natin. Yan. Nakuha na natin yung sa SSS, which is ang total niya is 1,760. PhilHealth, 425. Ang Pag-ibig niya, 200. Pag kumukuha kayo ng monthly contribution, class, ng 3 legal deduction, ang kailangan nyo lang tingnan, class, is yung salary bracket, tas yung EE at ER. Okay? Kailangan alam nyo kung magkano yung monthly salary niya. Kasi doon nagbe-base ang contribution. Okay? O, tingin tayo dito, class. Yan. Company name, King Merchandise. October 20, employee name, Mark Anthony A. Corres, employee number yan. So, ang basic pay niya is 35,000. So, ang total pay niya, as you can see, class, ito, 45,675. So, SSS niya, dahil 35,000 niya, verify natin ha, 35,000 na basic pay niya, tingnan natin yung SSS niya. Balik tayo dito, class. Pag 35,000 sa SSS, above 1,700, pag employee, 581.30. Balik tayo doon. Okay, 581.30. Ang PhilHealth, 35,000 siya, 35,000 above. Ang inulig niya dapat ay 437.50. Balik tayo doon. 437.50. Correct. Ang PhilHealth, pag above 5,000, 100 na. Okay, then add them together para makuha mo yung total deduction. Tapos, ima-minus mo yung total deduction dito sa kanyang gross earning para makuha mo yung net pay niya. Okay po? So, yun lang, class. Para makuha mo yung net pay, di ba, you have to subtract the gross earning and the deduction para makuha mo yung net pay. When we say net pay, ay yung natirang earning mo na-deduct na yung mga dapat ma-deduct. Okay, so that's for all. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned something from me. If you have any question, you can message me. So, God bless everyone.